Good morning, cyber traders. Let me get a little chat back if you guys can hear loud and clear. Good to see you, JJ, Amy. Good to see you, Steve, Grant, Jonathan, Mark, Philippe. Good to see you, Kathy. Good to see you all, Wayne, everyone, Larry. Good to see you, Mario, and welcome all new trial members. Hope you guys have been enjoying your great stay here at the Cyber Trade University. I know some of you, it's going to be your last day, and hopefully everyone's going to start to realize maybe you want to move forward with us, maybe you don't. But hopefully we showed you enough what day trading was all about and swing trading is all about. And most importantly, not judging us on these great winners, but on how we control our losses, which is the most important thing that all of us have to understand what to do, because that's one of the biggest problems that people have. Now, it is Friday, last day of the week. I know a lot of people don't like to come out with too much news going into the last day on a Friday. By the way, I think we have a heat wave here in New York. I just checked my temperature, 56 degrees. The snow is melting. I'll tell you, good thing they changed the word from global warming to climate change, because it's pretty phenomenal how we go from like 0 below and then we go to 50, and now I think there's a snowstorm coming here. It's unbelievable, right? Global warming! We gotta stop! Anyway, I know what I'm not stopping is trading, because let me tell you, there's a lot of good stuff that's moving. We had a great day yesterday. We had a couple of things that made some nice moves. But once again, whatever happened yesterday is in the archive. Let's not worry about it. If you made money, great. If you lost money, what the hell is this? If you lost money, you know what? It's gone. It's over. It's a brand new day. That's one thing I like about day trading. You could always, always, always forget about whatever happened, because today's a brand new day. You swing trade. All of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I'm losing money. What do? I tie my buying power. I should have sold yesterday. You got to understand the whole concept of day trading to be a very good swing trader. Now, like I said, before I go through the picks, Aquila sent me an email, a private message. I said, you know what, I want to share with everyone. And the question was, good morning, Fausto. When you're looking at the day chart, you determine resistance and support levels. How far back do you look to consider to be very significant? Thank you. Well, one thing that, we covered in the class, most importantly, like the Facebook that's going down. And I said, you know what, Facebook next support level is probably going to be around the 76. You got to go back as far as you can until you see those good cup and handles, which is these big little overheads and these little support levels. And remember, what we always talk about when it comes to trading, is that it's all about the iceberg orders. It's all about those orders to confirm that those guys are still there. So even though you might see, this is the problem with charts, guys, and this is the reason why I wanted to share it with you. Just because you think you know how to read a chart doesn't mean the buyers are still there, right? Always remember that. So, you might think there's support levels right now because the stock did bounce in pre-market at 7 o'clock in the morning when it went from 78 and went right back up to 80. You know what? If the iceberg orders are not there, well, it's not there. It's not going anywhere, all right? And so you can use all the charts you want. Remember, it's just a tool, okay? It's not a reality, and that's what you have to keep in focus on. You need the level 3. That's right, Amy. Always focus on the level 3. Charts are second protocol, all right? Now, let's go move on, see what's moving on this morning, because I did see a lot going on. First of all, did everybody hear the news on fiat today? Fiat is now is very, very concerned about the NAFTA deal. President Trump, obviously, is trying to pull out of NAFTA and he's saying that it's bad for America and he wants to put America first. So a lot of these companies are start getting concerned, and they're moving all their factories. And Fiat is the other big one that's moving out. They're moving out of Mexico and they're moving back to Michigan. And they said it's going to raise like 2,500 jobs here in the United States. So they're pulling out. Now, the big thing about Fiat is, regardless about that news, if you like the idea that they're leaving Mexico, you hate the idea that it doesn't matter. Remember, look what happened to the stock. I knew something was up with it, because when the stock started breaking out right around here at 18, when we broke all that all-time high, let me tell you, we killed it on the swing trade. All right, so right now we're doing great. I don't know how many of you here are doing it, but they should take advantage of the tax reform. A lot of them are, Amy. A lot of them are, and that's the reason why. By the way, did you guys hear that Walmart is for the first time in history is giving a bonus of $1,000 to all their employees regarding about the tax code, that's great for the Walmart people. I guess the tax code might be a good thing, you know. They're actually spending it. So I don't know if you guys heard about that. I would never think Walmart would do that, right? Unbelievable. So anyway, regarding about we can't trade Walmart. I don't know how that's going to help us because I was watching Walmart, and obviously we can't profit from that success, but we can profit from the success of Fiat, and also it's actually working pretty well for Ferrari. I don't know if you guys jump back into it, but we're going to be testing that major resistance at 120. I might be a buyer in that. That's a lot of people, Grant. Absolutely. All right, so now we got the Fiat still back on the watch list because it was a pretty great swing trade, day trade yesterday too. Let me just bring that up and show you guys. That stock was awesome. It just went up really nice all day. Let me just bring that up there. Look at that beautiful, beautiful chart right there. Great chart all day. And I knew something was up with it. I'm like, wow, this thing is going up really nicely. This is something where how you know how to average up. Remember, you don't average down, but you average up. And if you look at the volume, there's been great volume in it. All right, what's going on that is not a little bit more of a brand name? Obviously, Facebook too. Put that on our watch list. I know a lot of us can't afford that. And not that you can't afford it. Why you want to tie up $177,000? But you know what? You might be able to do a day trade options on it. I don't know how wide the option spreads are on there, but for all the people who trade options, you might want to consider the day trade the options on the Facebook. But that's where support levels are. So I'm throwing that in. I don't think I put Facebook on my watch list in probably about 2 years. But anyway, whatever goes up comes down, and it's taking a pretty big hit there. Anyway, let's see what else is moving. Something a little bit more in our budget, but PFMT, beautiful stock. Look at that trend. Gorgeous, gorgeous stock. 830, it started from 270. It's already at 340. That one's looking pretty good. I found this one this morning, the MARA, and I thought it was a pretty good buy right around here, around 8 o'clock. I was logged in around 7:30. I saw this little shake right here. Thought it was a pretty good buy here, and the thing took off. It's kind of holding pretty steady. Some of you remember we traded this in November. It went from $1 to $10. So go back to your daily journals, check out on that stock and see how you did on it, how volatile it was, and did it have nasty shakes. Remember, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when you trade them again. Remember, we spent a lot of time talking about that in phase 3. You got to take better notes on your journals because you will trade these stocks again. MYSZ, another nice little push. Dollar stock went from about $2. It's building a little bit of a Fausto flag on the downside. This stock, you remember we traded not too long ago, went from $1 to about $3.50. Became a little bit of a good overnighter, also pretty strong. But I'm not too crazy about the trend right now where it's doing. This one right here, not too crazy about it also. NATC, we did great with this one at the open. And you know what? If you took good journal on this stock, if you traded it yesterday, then you'll probably know how to trade it right now. But this thing was nasty. This is like a thing you got to just get in and get out. But because it came right back down. But listen. Remember, guys, if you feel nervous about trading a stock, buy one share. Buy one share, see what happens. But you got to be in it to win it. All right? Losers. Nothing really. Here's the stock taking I assume a very big hit right here. Gap down. Yeah, this thing's took a huge hit. $3 down to $1.50. It looks like we got some major supports levels here at $1.30. Is that a pharmaceutical stock? Probably. We'll see how it opens up, but could probably get a little bit of a dead cat bounce on it. ARDM. What's shocking? I was a very, very big bottom fisher with stocks, and it's very shocking. But sometimes I don't see them coming back anymore. Sometimes usually it takes a while for them to come back. Like the TEVA that we trade, that one made a little bit of a bounce, like this one. But we saw this thing, and usually they don't come back. But now, listen, coming back a little bit right there. But that TVA is doing pretty well. That's a pretty good swing trade. I don't know if anyone jumped onto that one, but that one made a little bit of a comeback. All right, let's go hop over here on the New York Stock Exchange. We know about New York. Usually New York, we don't really find a lot out there in New York compared to NASDAQ. NASDAQ always has a better volatility. But Dick's Sporting Goods, it's gapped up a little bit. Not terrible, moving up. Stock went from like 27 to 33. Looks like it filled in the gap right here, so it looks like it's testing resistance levels. Probably it's done right now, but I would pass on that one. Twitter has been pretty damn strong, but it's testing a major resistance levels right here. You probably see tons of iceberg orders right there. A little bit more of a fast-moving stock, a little bit more of a brand name stock. Some of you know about it. Dana knows the stock very well, right, Dana? Dana made a lot of money on Twitter, you know. But there's a time when you hit it hard. There's a time when you just be happy and just make your days pay. KSS, that one's got a nice little push. Coles, pretty damn strong Coles. I mean, I don't shop there, but I've been watching the stock little by little. It's been pretty strong. Is it breaking all-time highs? I thought the stock took a big hit. Yeah, it took a big hit. It's got resistance levels right around here, but once again, on the expensive side, it's up 2%. I'm not really interested in that. On the New York Stock Exchange, no really good losers. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stocks. All right. All right. So, I just missed that chat. Dana says Walmart is also closing 63 Sam Clubs. Okay, well, listen, Dana, I'll be honest with you. Who shops at Sam Club? I'm a big Costco guy, and I never knew how Sam's could actually compete with Costco and BJ's. It's like the same thing, all right? So, I mean, just stick what you know best. And I never even was never a fan of Sam's Club anyway, you know? Costco, I think I max out my $25,000 check every year with that company, that place. PFMT, what do I think about that one? That one made the Fausto list. It's on there. It's third on the list. Good stock, good push. We already found that one. It's probably going to test the major resistance levels. It might go up as high as 4. You can see it right there. But look, 390, you can see those resistance 4 right there. Just be focused on the iceberg orders. Okay, Fran? All right, any other stocks, guys? Now, listen, Josh is on vacation today, so he won't be here, but he'll be back on Monday. All right, guys? Just give you a heads up. Eric is going to pick up and back him up for today. Just give you a heads up on that. All right, so, guys, before we go, listen, today's Friday. Friday afternoons sometimes are usually pretty good because a lot of people don't like to hold positions over the weekend, like me and you. But focus on, and usually these mornings are kind of a little dicey. And not only that, but if I believe, So anyway, the stock market, I think it's closed. Is the stock market closed on the 15th on Friday? On Monday? I don't think is it closed? I know it's Martin Luther King Day. Does anybody know? I just know it is closed, right? It is closed. So that actually is going to make it worse for today because what's going to happen is we'll be open on Monday, but I'm just telling you that what's going to happen is that a lot of people are going on vacation, 3-day vacation. They want to get away from the cold. Listen, you just got to kind of accept it what it is. So expect it probably the afternoon is probably going to be pretty volatile. But I think today's going to be kind of, you got to be be a little careful. Don't be too aggressive, and focus on nickels and dimes. All right, guys. All right, everyone. Good luck today. Happy trading, and like I said, for all you new trial members that are ending today, I hope all of you guys stick around with us and join the family. If not, hope you learned a lot. And I know we have a lot of new people that are going to be starting also. So we had a great turnout yesterday, and like I told everyone, look, listen, and learn. Guys, see something, say something. Good luck today. Happy trading.